Hi class, it's Miss Goldheart again. I really am missing you guys a lot today. This is my second video I'm making for you. I wanted to make a video talking about more of our hand muscles, but also practicing our names, because we all know what our name looks like. A lot of us know what our name looks like, and we can find it. Like when it's in the classroom, we can find it, or when we write it down, we can find it. But I want to break up our name and see if we can try to put it in order. That's going to be tricky. So, we're learning about farms. And there's an animal on the farm that lays eggs. Do you know what animal I'm talking about? Is it a cow? No. Is it a cat? No. Is it a sheep? No, that's not it. Oh, a chicken. Chickens lay eggs, right? What shape are eggs? Are they squares? No. They're kind of circles. They're a shape called an oval. But we can practice drawing circles for our eggs right now because that is something we've been practicing. So let's make our eggs a little bit more circles today. So we are going to write your name. I'm going to say Sam. So I wrote down Sam. So you can have your mom or your dad or your brother, sister, grandma, whoever you're with, write down your name. So mine says Sam. It's going to be my pretend name. And I'm going to count how many letters are in my name, Sam. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I put a letter on each of my eggs, I'm going to need 3 eggs. So now I'm going to make 3 circles. Okay, I'm going to hold my paper like this so that you guys can practice your up and arounds with me. Up and around. Up and around. Up and around. 3. Okay, those are not perfect circles because I was holding it up in the air. But I made 3 circles. So now I'm going to put an S in one, an A in the other, and an M for Sam. Those are my 3 eggs. Sam. Okay, and then next, I'm going to cut out my eggs. So, with help from your mom or your dad or whoever is helping you today, get some scissors. Make sure you're asking for help because you may be able to do this all by yourself, but we have to make sure that someone is there to help us in case we need it. Sometimes I need help too, and that's okay. So next step, cut out your eggs. And let's talk a little bit about scissor safety because it's been a while since we've been at school. What are scissors used for? Does anyone remember? That's right. Scissors are for paper. Scissors are for paper. All right, and when we're cutting, we have to be very careful because we don't want to cut our fingers. We don't want to cut our hair. We don't want to cut our clothes. That would be very dangerous. So scissors are for what? Scissors are for paper. All right. Let's see how good you guys can cut out your eggs. Practice real hard. Okay, so now that you have your eggs cut out, we've got our S, A, M. I've got my Sam. I got all 3 of my eggs cut out. Did you get yours cut out? Because the next step is you need some paper. It's okay if you don't have brown paper. It's okay if you don't have white paper for eggs. Because, I don't know if you guys know this, but on a farm, sometimes chickens lay other colored eggs, like blue, sometimes brown, sometimes purple. So, it's okay if you don't have white eggs and if you don't have a brown nest. That's okay. Get whatever paper you have and let's practice. So, we are tearing paper. Do we tear any paper that we find? Like if you're just walking around your house and you see paper, do you just start tearing it? No, you have to ask first, because what if it's something important that your mom needs or your dad needs? So we need to make sure we always ask before we tear paper. But tearing paper is a good way to get our fingers strong. Remember we talked about that? So that when we hold a pencil for a long time, like when we go to kindergarten or even next year in preschool, when we're holding our pencil for a long time and we're writing our name and we're making things, our hands don't get tired. We need to make those muscles really strong. So tearing paper is a good way to do that. So we're going to make a nest for our eggs by tearing our paper. And you guys can tear it the long way, or you can tear it short way. You can tear your paper however you would like. We just need to make sure we tear pieces to make a nest for our eggs. And do you see how Miss Goldheart was tearing her paper? She's got her 2 fingers and she's pulling one toward her and one away from her. Like that. That's how we tear paper. Like that. Pinch, tear. Let's try one more time. Pinch, tear. All right. Now, glue stick. We know the rules about a glue stick. What is glue for? Right now, glue is for this paper. It's glue for our body. No, that's not a good idea. Is glue for the table? No, that's not a good idea either. Things will get real sticky. We want to make sure we keep ourselves and the table clean. We want to make sure that we use our glue stick the right way. So, we open our lid like Miss Goldheart did. And we're going to glue each piece like this. Just a little bit. You don't need it too much. Just a little bit. And then we're going to put it on our paper. So I'm going to make my nest down here, and then I'm going to put my eggs on top. So glue all your pieces in one pile so we can make a nest for our eggs. Okay, so my nest is done, and I glued all the pieces on there and pushed them on there really good. So look, I wiggle my paper, and they're not coming off. So next, I need to glue my name on my nest. And this is going to be the tricky part, because you're going to have to try to put your name together. So if you need help, that's okay. Because some of your names are really long and some of your names are short. Some of them, the short ones, are a little easier than the long ones. And that's okay. So you're going to try to put your name in order with the eggs. And then glue them onto your nest. Okay? So I put mine in order. Now I need to glue it on my nest. So it says Sam. Now your turn. And when you're all done, you should have your nest and your name. That is so cool. And you can show it off to everyone and say, I put my name together. I know what my name looks like. Whoop, whoop. All right, then the very last step. The lid. You guys know. How do we know that the lid is on all the way? Because if it's not on all the way, the glue stick will break. It'll dry up. Ugh, that's the worst, because then we can't play with it anymore. So we push it on there and we listen for the click. Okay, I heard it. It was really soft. I don't know if you heard it, but it was there. So now I know that the lid is on and my glue stick is safe. All right, you guys, I want to see your projects. So if you take a picture, you can have your parents email them to me. I want to see what you guys are doing. I miss you guys a lot, and I'll keep posting videos.